Collins, Easy Learning Fractions, ages 5 to 7, somehow aligned to the national curriculum. What do we get for our £4? Very bold opening page with some gold stars, I suspect. Guidance for parents, always useful. And then some 30 pages of full color content. There is a key at the back, which is most welcome. A little bit clumsily, it's printed on one normal page and on one cover, so you can't easily pull it out. You could just take the last 2 pages off if you need to do that for your child. There are some explanations. The exercises vary. The typography is quite garish, I think is the right word here. Nevertheless, the visuals are quite consistent. So somebody actually went through the effort of producing consistent graphics, even though they're quite simplistic. It has this distinct kind of designed in India feel for some of these educational books. The paper is thin, so the prints bleed through the pages. Nevertheless, you'll work through the content. There's 1 or 2 pages per skill, so you can see counting halves here. It mixes kind of the visuals with the numerical fractions, which are, I guess, assumed to be known to the child by this point. Interesting book. Then we kind of jump into the fractions on clocks. Again, kind of assumes kids are already familiar with that. Then it kind of mixes the skill, introduces equivalent fractions. Looking at some of the other books, in some of the other series we've reviewed on this channel, this goes quite fast. So maybe as a supplementary book to just kind of solidify some of the key stage 1 skills, it might be useful. Where do we have it? Learning objectives, it's kind of aligned. Goes at fast pace, 6 out of 10. Usability, it does have the solutions, so that's great. For parents, it should be fairly simple to use, simple to cross-check, provided you rip off the back page and the solutions. So let's go for 8. Production, full Technicolor, which they get great marks for, but then let down by the thin paper and by the somewhat clumsy typography on this piece. So we're giving it a 6. Impact, kids will learn, perhaps to kind of solidify skills. We're going for 7. Value is an interesting one. You get 30 pages. They've gone for full colored print. So we have this at 6 for a total of 33, if I can count correctly, which is kind of where it benchmarks, and I think that came out about right for what it is. So this was Collins Easy Learning. It's another series they've started, so we'll do more on the channel, see what the other ones are about. This one was fractions for ages 5 through 7.